Minister of Foreign Affairs Carl Greenidge engaged a number of countries and companies during his representation of Guyana at the 73rd United Nations General Assembly held recently in New York. Here again is Tiffany Rodias.
Greenidge said Guyana's participation at the UNGA allows for representation on a global scale.
First and most important is the statement made on behalf of Guyana to an audience that is global. An audience encompassing over 190 countries that are members of the United Nations General Assembly, and it's an opportunity for us to convey to them our priorities at a national, international level, our views of what is taking place in terms of international relations, and amongst those, of course, you know, right now, at a time when there's great uncertainty, when there are problems not only of migrants, but also of the threat of a trade war, and in some cases the abuse of small states. Guyana has had something to say in this regard.
The minister also met with United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres and updated him on the progress of the border controversy between Guyana and Venezuela, which was referred to the International Court of Justice.
We are in the process of preparing the memorial for consideration by the court. We have until the end of November to do that, and Venezuela has until April to submit theirs. So we are on track, and we discussed other things, including peacekeeping and some of the trials that the global community faces.
Minister Greenidge said there were a number of successful bilateral engagements on the sidelines of the UNGA.
We had Jamaica on the one hand, Indonesia, with whom we signed a memorandum of understanding, Togo, which is in West Africa and which currently holds the presidency of the ACP group, presidency as regards the Central Negotiating Group, that is the successor to Cotonou, Côte d'Ivoire, and also meetings with Peru, Nordic countries.
During his time in New York, Minister Greenidge also engaged the Guyanese diaspora.
We had a very, very fruitful exchange. Again, you might have picked up that, because I think that it was streamed, in which we dealt with both the development of petroleum and gas, and also the challenges facing us as regards the territorial integrity. And they were very keen to know about these things, but they also had their own concerns.
Before returning to Guyana, the minister participated in the ACP-EU Joint Parliamentary Assembly meeting in Brussels last week. For InfoHub, Tiffany Rodias.